Hello, today we are talking about some more important aspects of democracy according to Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. We welcome democracy. According to Radhakrishnan, we welcome democracy as a release from autocratic rule, but we are not satisfied with its working today. We are coming to realize that government is a technical art and only those skilled in it can be the rulers. Democracy, in its actual working, rarely permits a country to be governed by its ablest man. The elected representatives have not any independence or initiative since they are helpless tools of a vast machines. The votes of the members are not influenced by their convictions or the arguments in the assembly or even the views of their constituency. The discussion is unreal, the debates is unnecessary, and democracy is only a name. Then, though educational facilities are within the reach of large number of the level of culture is not high, it has become more easy to get into a college and more difficult to get educated. We are taught to read, not trained to think, as the mass is the most significant factor in its opinions prevail over those of the thinking few, a sort of Gresham's law of mental currency by which good, well considered opinion is being constantly driven only out by that which is hasty, and impulsive and bad operators. Paradoxical as it may seem, democracy in its actual working is anti democratic. Its central motive is respect for the individual. Man be thyself, said Ibsen, and our democracies demand that we conform to a more or less conventional pattern where the inner life runs risk of being starved. There can be no progress in thought if we all begin to agree in our ideas. There can be no political equality where there is so much economic inequality. Labor, socialist, and communist organizations are attempting to chapter the state and its machinery for the end of establishing a better social order. So, national barriers are broken down, and class antagonism emphasizes patriotism is a bourgeois sentiment, and the workers must be reduced from the shackles of nationalist prejudices. The political life of a community depends on the number of independent minds and will which compose it. The play of thought and action is essential for the health of a community. This cannot be had in a present arrangement. We must strive for some better way of conducting human affairs than the lottery of the ballot box. Thus, S. Radhakrishnan totally disagree or have disbelief in democracy. Dr. Radhakrishnan says so because the people begin to realize that government is a technical art and only those skilled in it can be the rulers in a democratic country. Its ablest men rarely have a say in the government. The comment shows that the author feels that the democratic government in the country is almost a failure and it is not working as it should. Gresham's law is monetary theory. It says that bad money drives out the good. The author says that the democracy, good, well considered opinions are usually not accepted and hasty, impulsive, and bad opinions prevail. Thus, bad opinions drive out the good, well considered opinions in a democracy. Thus, a sort of Gresham's law of mental currency operates in the democracy. We are not satisfied with the working of democracy because government is a technical art and only those skilled in it can be the rulers. Democracy rarely permits a country's most skilled and ablest person to become the rulers. Thus, Radhakrishnan totally dissatisfied with the concept of democracy. Thank you.